Hi and welcome. Let us glean a few points from Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. It is an autobiographical reference from Nelson Mandela's autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. Nelson Mandela said that it always seems impossible until it is done. The main idea of this autobiographical reference is that to overcome discrimination and establish a balanced society based on equality, respect, and love. Throughout his writing, we'll see that Nelson Mandela's writing is balanced. May it be a sentence, he has weighed and compared both the sides of the coin, and he has, if you look at the paragraphs, he has definitely done a fair comparison. The autobiographical reference of Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom, is an extract from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom, which is a description. In this here includes the description of the inaugural ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the President of South Africa. There are a few citations from his speech that are mentioned his journey as a freedom fighter when he joined the National Congress. That is summed up and the struggle is sketched. Along with that is a tribute to pay to the freedom fighters, which was countless to other people who fought for the freedom. Then he has mentioned apartheid. Apartheid is a brutal practice of discrimination between black and white, surfaced which left the citizens of South Africa injured emotionally, financially, emotionally, and politically. That led to the freedom struggle of South Africa. The ceremony begins with the inaugural ceremony of Nelson Mandela's presidential address. First, before him, there were two leaders who were conferred with the position of the vice president and assistant vice president, and there were numerous international leaders present at the gathering. First, Nelson Mandela, after taking oath, he had committed and he had taken pledge that he commits to respecting people, protecting them, and abiding by the Constitution, to devote his life, self, to the welfare of the country. He mentioned that it was a new beginning because previously South Africa, which had fought the Boer War, involving the British, German, French, all as one against the South Africans. The apartheid was practiced, due to which South Africa had alienated itself from the entire world. So this was a new beginning where all the world leaders had gathered, and the global presence at his inaugural address mentioned that it was a new beginning and apartheid was coming to an end. Thus, it had gained a point at the international level. It was a step towards equality and equal society, where everyone will be treated fairly. The political freedom is being mentioned by Nelson Mandela. He mentioned that no community will be considered inferior. That is, under his rule, he has taken pledge and he has declared to the people that the minority will not be considered inferior to the blacks who will be the ruling party. Then he mentions about the military obedience. He mentions that the army that had saluted him and promised their loyalty to him, a few months earlier, they considered him a criminal who was a freedom fighter. At the inaugural address, two national anthems were played, which also shows equality, one related to that of the whites and the other national anthem were related to that of the blacks. Then the fundamental rights were mentioned, that no one will be deprived of the fundamental rights. As a result, one of the world's most brutal and inhuman societies were born, under which Nelson Mandela was brought up, and he realized it when he was young, that each and every right was deprived only for the black-skinned people. So he pledged that he will not deprive anyone of the fundamental rights, and he will treat everyone from every caste, color, gender, and age as equals. sacrifices, he mentions of the sacrifices of the people. He wishes that he wanted to thank everyone who has laid their life for the freedom, and he also mentions that it's unfortunate that he has come to power at a time when they are no longer alive. He wanted to thank them from the bottom of his heart. Then the freedom fighters, he also wanted to thank them. It is required that level of unjust treatment to produce such heroes. That means you produce freedom fighters only when there is injustice in the society that leads to people fighting for their rights. And then he explains courage. Courage is not to save a person who is being oppressed. For example, if one person A beats person B, to saving person B is not a courage. It is to stop the person A from beating and making him realize that is courage. So over here, the people who were the oppressors, helping them overcome their fear, that was courage. And then people are born equal. No one is born with hatred. If people can be taught hatred, then definitely they can be taught to love and develop brotherhood. He also mentions about the balance in society, balance in family. He said that first of all, the balance begins from family. One has to spend time with the family, give them their due share of time, and then that spreads to society. At the end, he does mention that as a freedom fighter, he has sacrificed his time of his family towards the country. Glimpse of apartheid. He has mentioned as a child he has faced many difficulties, and he has seen Johannesburg that even simple family gatherings and marriages were such that they faced oppression at the hands of the white. African National Congress, when Nelson Mandela grew up, he realized that their rights they were deprived of their rights, and they were feeling unjust. So he joined African National Congress and joined the struggle for freedom. Humanity, oppressor to be freed. He mentions that the need to free an oppressor is as high as being oppressed, and it is easy to save the person who is oppressed than to save a person who is the oppressor. That means if you can stop a person who has the upper hand, then definitely you have done a great job to humanity.